What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Storm King's Thunder. Starting with Forge of Fury. I forgot that bit. Anyway, Taran Takash is the DM for this series, so we're going to turn it over to him. Take it away, Taran.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight as we continue our journey through Forge of Fury and then on to Storm King's Thunder. The party, in their last bit of traveling, made it to the city of Luskan. Nice oceanic view from that city. And they came to rest in the Wet Barnacle Inn, a kind of a dive in that city. While the Horned One and Ashfell slept with the horses in the stables, the rest of the party took their long rests in the more comfortable of rooms. So that's where we're going to start today's game. You're in Luskan. It is the morning after your rest. Anything you would like to do in the city or need to purchase before you get on your way on the Blackford Road?
We still don't have any money, do we? All right. No, that jug we found.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. We don't have money, do we?
We don't have money to buy healing potions. Okay.
We used our only actual monetary gain to pay for horse stabling.
And food.
Wow.
Guess we're on the road then.
On the road then. All right. Now you're going on the Blackford Road. It's a much more well-maintained route as opposed to the Northern Means that you just left. Northern Means was like a dirt road. Seems like this one is more played out in a brick formation. As you get going, it seems like a much safer road, but there's also a much more bit of traffic, like caravans and whatnot, moving between Maribor and Luskan. So we'll just do this. This. Okay. So you get all going.
I'm not.
So you get going on your road. So far, it's just moving in and out between the different caravans that are in the way. More than anything, it's not a huge imposition, but it's still kind of a pain from time to time as you move.
Well, he's very large. I said he's very large, so it makes sense that he's a little in the way every now and then.
Yes. But okay. So just traveling along.
Is Lucky wearing his Horned One armor again?
Okay. So you guys are getting along, and you see a break ahead of you where there's not very much traffic. Seems like the caravans you've been able to get around to most of them, and you're able to gain some ground on them since they will be moving much slower than you. And the ones that are off in the distance, so you got a good expanse of space. It's in this expanse of space that you come across some people that want to introduce themselves to you in a violent way. They're going to pop out of the bushes, and it's combat time.
My friends, no, we have one of your allies here.
I'm going to wave from inside Horned One's whatever.
Papoose?
Yeah.
Don't you want to meet Cthulhu?
Lucky you're with him.
No, he's with me.
Yeah, well, vice versa. But you're both with each other in that position there. Okay. Let's see here.
Good start.
6.
Why isn't mine coming through?
You have this token selected?
Well, it's not even rolling yet. It's gonna be an issue. 1 second. Why is it?
On features and traits, and then back to DDB.
Who's missing?
It's looking like my dice curse is continuing.
Why is this not?
All right, you're in. What did you roll? Did you even roll it?
It's giving me an issue rolling. I'll just have a +0, so let's just do this.
Yeah, just roll me a d20. Nine. Okay.
And
this
I
is-
will try to fix this page.
All right. All right, Lucky, you're up first. You're in your papoose. What do you do?
I'm going to look around. I see one of the tokens looks different. Is that goblin obviously different?
Yes, it is obvious that he's a bigger, bulkier sort of guy. Definitely different looking.
I will dismount and stand right about here
Okay.
and say, "Hello, friends." And at that point, I will wait until they make an aggressive move, or one of my companions do. And basically, if something comes up and attacks one of my companions, I will take a swipe at it.
So something comes up to your companions and attacks. You
I'm
make an
I'm trying to be as inoffensive as possible and friendly because they are goblin. I did say that goblin.
Okay, so you're holding action. Got it.
I try to convince them to not do horrible things, but I know better than that.
All right. This guy sees you and is like, why are you hanging out with those folk?
They're my friends.
No tall person's a friend of ours. And then he's gonna
Wow.
move to
You haven't given them a chance.
That's right. Up here to here. Oops. He moved it there, and he's going to throw a javelin at Kieran. Boop. And it's going to miss badly. And he's going to move 2 steps back, and that'll be it for him. Did you? You said come up to your.
Yeah, because I have melee weapons out.
Okay. Seven.
And sword.
It is your turn. Sevik, are you muted?
Yep. Sorry. So Sevik is going to go ahead and draw his bow. He has a short bow. And he's going to ready an action to, he's going to step back a little bit. And if one of the goblins gets within melee range of one of my allies and has a weapon drawn, then I will shoot. This works
Sounds-
either way, by the way. If a goblin is in melee range with one of my allies, I will with a weapon drawn, I'll shoot them.
Fair enough. Riley.
My friends, surely we don't need to be the standoffish nature. We can talk. We can be amicable. What is it that you want from us on this road? Please talk. Use your words. And I'm not going to ready anything. I'm hoping to persuade them.
Okay. Horned one.
So it seems like everybody's in a holding pattern to see what's gonna happen. I am going to use my action to ready a spell. We are going to hold a. You know, I had this plan in my head, but I don't know if we even have that spell prepared. Why not? We'll go with Entangle. So if the goblins advance towards us, then we will release the Entangle and try to stop that from happening.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Holding Entangle. Got it. Kieran. Someone tried to throw a javelin at you. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm unmuted now. So, which one of you guys actually threw that javelin at me? That was very rude.
The bigger one that's over here.
Okay, I am going to charge lightning up and down my arm, and I'm going to shoot him because that was very rude of him.
Okay.
I'm having a serious lag issue today, apparently, so I don't know why.
Hmm.
There we go. There's a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, so here is the damage, and then we will use since I only still have one attack, I will use the extra damage dice on this one.
Okay.
That's so hurtful. 1, 6, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Got it.
Yes, and then I'm going to back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to go this way because I don't like being that close. And Trippy will follow me, and that will be it for my turn.
All right.
He'll be dodging if anyone happens to actually try to attack him.
All right. Asphodel.
Okie dokie. I'm going to. Is this the guy? It's this big guy that was injured, correct?
Oh, yeah. The big guy up top has been attacked.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I suppose. I'm gonna attack him with the Sacred Flame.
Okay. Sounds good.
Um, if he fails, it's gonna be a 6.
He passed.
Cool.
Okay.
That's
Anything
that
else?
then. Right now, no, I'm just gonna do that.
Okay. Sounds good. It's the Goblin's turn. This. They're gonna move along the road. This guy's gonna come across it. This guy's gonna move to you here. Here. And this guy's gonna move into the road as well. So we've got these guys moving into this sort of arc pattern, trying to surround you guys. And they're kind of sneering at each other because like you guys haven't done anything to them so far. Except for Kieran. So they're gonna start shooting.
So they moved forward?
They did.
They did.
They
So
moved in this arc pattern.
yeah. They came closer. So we're gonna untangle, I guess, these three right here because they're pretty close.
Okay. It's a strength save, right?
Correct. DC 13.
One passes, the other two fail. So they're restrained, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got it. All right. That only makes it so they have okay, that's fine. Okay, so plenty of space. Okay. So Sevic's gonna get a shot. Kieran's gonna get a shot. Lucky's gonna get a shot. Actually, Hornman's gonna get a shot. Um, 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 um. or lose my brain. Lucky, you'll get a shot at disadvantage. Astro Fidel, you'll get a shot at disadvantage, and Riley, you get a shot. So first shot at Sevik, 18.
Sorry, it was what?
18 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 3
I
damage.
don't know if you know, but you're whispering.
Am I?
Yes.
Can you hear me better now?
No, I mean your rolls are whispering.
Oh, sorry. I thought they were all open.
So how much damage did you say? 3?
3 damage, yeah. I fixed that. Okay. Then going on to Kieran next. 9's going to miss you. Then the horned one. 7's going to miss. And this guy's going to step out since he's unrestrained. Then this guy is going to shoot with disadvantage at, I believe, Lucky, I said. So 7's going to miss you, and then the other one's going to go to Asphodel. 9's going to miss. And then finally, the last one's going to attack Riley. 19 to hit you, Riley, for 6 damage.
Nothing I can do about that.
All right. And that's it for the goblins. They're kind of just laughing at you guys haven't done anything to them yet. Lucky, it's your turn. Top the round.
You don't like talking. What's wrong with you? I'm going to rush this one here and swat at him.
As he gets to there, I'm going to fire an arrow. It's ready to.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm going to shoot my shot bow because I had a readied action for if a goblin ends up in melee range with one of my allies.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take a shot. So as you approach Lucky, Sevik takes a shot at the one you're approaching. And 13 misses.
Okay.
And so Lucky, take your swing. 20 does hit. For 4 damage.
And that's probably good enough for me, but I'm going to take my last 5 feet and move to there.
Okay, sounds good. On to the boss. He's going to move up to you.
Good.
And he's got multiple attacks. So he's going to take 2 swings at you
Now.
for 18 and 19 to hit.
Yep, those both hit.
He's like, what we want from you is all your gold and everything and your horses.
Still not seeing the roll, so I don't know how much damage they did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was muted as well. It's 18 and 19 to hit for 8 and 4 slashing. I fixed these already.
If you had asked for things you wanted, we might have been able to work something out. You have to use your words. That's what they've taught me.
That is a good point, Sevik. They do not have their shield, so then your shot would have hit, and that would have resulted in this guy being dead. So we'll just retcon that into place.
Just move it forward. You don't need to retcon
It's
anything.
fine. It's done. All right. So 2 hits for 12 damage onto Lucky, and that's the end of Mr. Boss's turn. It's on to Sevik. You're up.
Okay. Well, this guy's next to Lucky. I'll just take a shot at him too.
All righty. That's a hit. And sneak attack. And wow. Sevik, pop it off.
Mouth off to me. See what happens.
Shot straight in the head, just like one of those, fake things you put on your head. And this time it's not fake. It's one ear out the other. You just kind of, I want your gold and all your horses. Boom. And then he falls over and dies.
I think we'll keep them where they are. Thank you. Sevik kind of moves. Well, actually, he's going to move around to here.
Okay. Right.
Your leader is dead. Leave now, and you may leave with your lives. Do they look like they're about to flee?
Give me a perception. This is not your action. Just perception roll. See if they're
8.
they look they just look as just as resolute as you'd expect them to.
Then you shall die. I'm going to explode at least 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, where the entangle is.
Okay.
We're going to cast Shatter.
That's a con save, right?
Yep, DC 14 con save for 13 thunder. And it is very loud.
They both fail.
Ooh.
So 13 damage.
Yes.
Both of their heads seem to just, the blood starts pouring out of their ears as the deafening blast of the shatter does more damage than you expect it to, and they both just kind of collapse in the ground.
That is my turn.
All right, that's your turn. The horned one.
Well, there's only a few remaining. I think we're just going to forego a wild shape and attack them normally. So the horned one reaches out with their arm, and where the lumber and vines, create this kind of appendage like shape, the vines are going to reach out towards this goblin here as we try to smack him with a thorn whip.
Thorn whip. 15 is a hit.
Boop.
Or 2.
He comes
damage.
closer.
All right. Is he pulled? Yeah, next to you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
After that, I am going to be finished. I don't have a bonus action
All right,
I
Kieran.
want to use.
Yeah, I am going to bend over slightly. You see a little compartment on his shoulders open up again, and a bunch of little magic missiles will go flying out as I cast a level 1 magic missiles.
Okay.
And I'm just here we go. And this is at the guy that's closer to the tangle, the one that's alive but not whipped.
So this one right down at the bottom.
Yeah,
Got it. Let's see here.
that's unfortunate.
2. So 6 total damage. Okay. He looks hurt, but he's not dead.
And yeah, and Chirpy is going to start tripping wildly, and then he's going to attempt to zap him.
Zap him. Got it.
Oh, that was funny. It was on a 2, but then clicked over to the 18.
That's a hit.
And Chirpy will rejoicingly laugh as he zaps the guy.
Whatever it
It's
is,
Chirpy.
it's going to be enough. It's going to be enough to take him down.
Yeah. 3 minimum damage.
The force hits him, and it's like a shockwave through his small but bulbous body, and it just impacts and just falls to the ground dead.
And that is it for me.
All right. Asphodel.
Well, I'm gonna take out my bow and try and shoot the guy over here to the left of the horned one.
Okay. Take a shot.
Let's see what happens.
You can do it, little one.
Ooh, does a 12
does
hit?
not
I
hit.
doubt it.
That is a
Yeah, I
miss.
didn't think so. My dice curse continues.
Anything else?
No, sadly.
Okay. It's Goblin's turn. Yeah, they aren't happy and they're running away. So this one runs to the water and jumps in and starts swimming away. This one tries to run away from you, the horned one. If you'd like to try and take an up attack, you can.
Of course, I would like to try and take an out attack.
Okay.
Problem is, I don't. Oh, I do. That's right. I forgot that the horned one technically does carry a weapon, except he doesn't. In real life, it's flavor, just a healthy dose of flavor. We're gonna again. He raises his wooden appendage, and you see it kind of become overgrown. His fingers at the end of his appendage becoming just a massive blunt object of gnarled roots. As we're gonna hit him with the club.
Hit him with the club. All right, that's a hit. Oh, and as he's running away, he collapses to the ground as you bashed him to the point where his brain stops working and he collapses and dies. And that's gonna be it. This one's swimming away. He dashes out of combat. So
I'm gonna yell off in this. So I'm like, and this is why you don't attack random strangers.
back to the north. But you polish off the goblins. Let's see here. The boss had 2 gold on it. No, 4 gold on him. And the other goblins had a grand total of 15 silver between all of them.
How much silver? Sorry, 15.
Yeah, 15 silver, 2 gold. He said.
15 silver, 4 gold. Sorry. Yeah, but I'm going to clear the tracker. And that's that. Okay, so yeah, after your fight with the goblin friends, and getting what loot you could from their bodies, you make it through the rest of your travels without any issue, and you've completed your first day towards Mirror Bar. You get to a stop. The road is so well defined. They actually have divots every 4 or 5 miles where people are expected to stop for the night. So as you come up to one nearing the end of your day's travel, you see various wagons already setting up for the nights of rest. It seems like a very safe location. Like you wouldn't need to do a night watch if you didn't feel like it.
Well, that's what Chirpy's for anyway.
Anything you'd like to do before you take your first night's rest?
I'm going to tinker with my armor for a little while, and I'm going to talk to Chirpy and pretend he's answering me back as he chirps, but he can't talk, so all he does is chirp. And then after a little while, I'll go to sleep.
Fair enough.
Oh, Lucky, my friend. Shall we put the findings from the goblins in the party sack? Obviously, you can keep the record of it so that we know what should be there.
Lucky, it appears that we cannot hear you. Your vocal cord has stopped working.
That would explain it. I had already given that to you. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I guess you also didn't hear me gleefully scream "pockets" after we won.
No.
Nope.
I do not.
Afraid not.
Silly boy.
Someone apparently
Riley-
kept silent on the goblin.
Riley's going to pour out wine for everyone
Mhm.
from the fancy jug.
Thank you, sir, but I never drink while working, so.
If you
Your
have,
loss.
how about soda?
I'm sorry, what?
Soda?
As
You haven't heard of
in,
it?
like
It's fizzy.
limestone?
It's no, not like in baking soda. It's. Never mind.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No alcohol for me, thank you. I'll stick to my pixie sticks and my lollipops and my chocolate.
It's a kind of mineral that, when often mixed with a liquid, starts releasing a lot of gas and becomes quite fizzy.
That's baking soda.
That sounds terrible.
Well,
No, not the drink.
you don't
the
usually
drink is wonderful.
you don't typically don't use it to eat or drink. You use it to clean things. It's actually very good as a cleaning solution, or to mix with a
That
cleaning
makes-
solution.
That makes sense. Why would you want to eat a cleaning solution?
I don't eat cleaning solution. There's a drink called soda, and it is lovely.
Never heard of it.
Our little halfling friend is odd, but she's likable enough.
Mhm. Okay. Nothing else
Pixie
to do evening before. We can go ahead and roll to the next morning if that's all right with you guys.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Next day's worth of travel ahead of you. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's fine. Okay. Okay. As you guys you're going on about your business on this day's travels, you see flying. Those of you that have a decent enough perception, you see 4 giant forms just kind of flying overhead. Those of you can kind of see off in the distance, see these 4 giant eagles kind of circling around in the forest to the south of you. And you see them just circling.
Yeah.
They're not really circling above the road. I mean, there's a little bit of overlap, but not a whole lot. You can tell it's 4 birds of prey are circling.
Yeah. We're not going that way, are we? Because it looks like they may have found something to eat for dinner.
Would we recognize them as carrion birds or predators?
You can give me a nature check.
I can, but it's going to be terrible. Or not.
Not terrible. You can tell that these are birds of prey. They, just by looking at them from where you're riding along, they are definitely eagles of some sort.
They're not buzzards. They're hunters.
Yeah, they're eagles of some sort.
I didn't say they were buzzards. I said they found some prey, and I would hate to get confused for their prey.
I would hate for
It's
anybody
that-
to think as big as you as prey.
It's at that moment you see one of them just dive into the forest, and then moments later you see it flapping up, and it's got a wolf in its claws, and you can tell the wolf is very badly injured. You can see streams of liquid, dark red liquid dripping off of this wolf as it's flying away, and then following shortly thereafter, the other 3 all dive in at the same time, and one of them is flying away with a much larger wolf, as it looks like 4 wolves have met their demise to these birds of prey.
The eagles are flying away, though, correct?
Huh? Oh yeah, they're not flying towards you.
Oh, I guess we don't have to wait or go around because they're leaving.
I don't want a blood shower.
Well, we're not going to stand underneath them. They're flying much faster than we can go.
I don't want blood in my hair.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. Don't worry. It'll be okay.
But other than that, there's nothing really that impacts your day's travels. You just you see a nice show of the birds doing their hunting practices, and followed by that, it's just another mostly uneventful day of traveling along the Blackford Road.
Majestic the eagle is. Oh, just Sevik, just kind of musing as we're walking down the road. Quite majestic the eagle is.
Yes, they are.
Predator at the very top of the chain.
And frightening.
Oh yes, top predators often are.
Don't worry, Astro. We won't let them come and get you.
Yeah, I'm not food.
Such deadly grace is to be admired and respected.
You are to a giant eagle.
I mean, Asphodel and I are both smaller than wolves, so we would definitely be on the menu.
Hmm?
Don't worry,
Or perhaps
we'll protect you.
since you're smaller than wolves, perhaps they would seek larger prey to fill their bellies.
Well, if they've got wolves, they surely are no longer hungry and no longer need to hunt us.
Well, these particular ones at this time, sure. We're not I don't mean that they're going to hunt us, but if we were to encounter them sometime in the future, chances are they would certainly attempt to go for the weaker fare if if it were to come to it, or they would just go for whichever one they think would fill their bellies the most.
Hopefully, they'll just continue going for wildlife.
Yeah,
so.
let's hope for that.
The horned one raises their hand, and you can see a small pile of berries produced again. And he points to them.
Yes, Horn One, that could indeed work. I like that. I like that idea.
Sevik walks over and reaches to take a berry
You're not stopped.
without any. All right. Yeah. Sevik takes one, eats it. Delicious. Thank you.
Hornwood, may I also have one?
I extend my hand further towards you.
I take one. Thank gratefully.
Hey, is this like a big share circle? Can I have one too? Because those are really good. I had one once before.
Yeah. I just move slowly, offering berries to everyone who wants one.
Thank you very much.
Lucky will take one because that'll give him one more HP. I use second wind, GM.
Why are you hurt?
Because I got hit by the goblin boss.
We've rested
He's
since then.
scratched.
Yeah, it's been a long rest and stuff.
Oh, it has? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Aha!
yeah, we were even better. But I didn't use second wind.
All right.
Well, shall we
Okay.
continue on then?
Yes.
Eyes open for hazards.
Asphodel, we can't hear you.
Oh shit. I can cover the good berry in the pixie stick dust and make it a super good berry.
Mm.
It'd be super yummy.
Too much sugar for my taste, little one.
Well, you don't live on sugar like I do.
Fair.
You're a metal man. I'm made of sugar and pixie sticks and rainbows.
I'm not actually made of metal.
Could have fooled me.
I come on all the time.
I never see you.
All right. We'll just go with that, sure.
It hurts less.
Okay. Okay, so you guys continue again for your second day's travel, and you're able to complete another long rest. So if you have anything you want to do that night, before you get your long rest taken care of, you can take care of it. Again, it's another grouping area with other caravans stopping and getting ready for their meals. Yeah, that's it.
There's
Is there
something
any-
I would like to do.
Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
going to at you. 1 second.
You're gonna what? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna send as a whisper.
Sure,
If
sure,
there
sure.
are any caravans
Just
coming
in
from
case
the
that-
other direction, or travelers that look like they come from the other direction,
Mm-hmm.
Sevik will kind of, wander around, try and make small talk with people, but ask if there's if they know of any trouble up ahead, if they'd noticed anything that we should be aware of.
Most of them that are coming from the other way, they have no knowledge of anything bad. It's just a long, boring trip between Luskin and Mirabar. There's nothing really going on.
Okay, well,
That's how it is.
for our part, we were accosted by a small troop of goblins on the way up, but they were dealt with, and we did happen to notice a flock of eagles preying on some wolves in the nearby forests. So, keep an eye out for that if you're an avid bird watcher.
Oh well, thank you. You say that, and a dwarf, seems long in the years. Maybe he's in middle aging. So that's very kind of you to say such things, fella. We always like to keep a lookout on the goblins that are accosting the roads. It's weird of them to come up on Blackford Road, but they I guess they're getting bold. But we'll keep an eye out for them in the future. And the wolves, well, that's always a good thing to see those go away. The eagles seem to be smart enough not to come up to the road. Then killing the wolves definitely is a step in the right direction for us. So we greatly appreciate that warning of the possible ambush ahead.
Oh, of course. After all, travelers need to look out for one another, lest the roads fall to ruin.
Oh, for sure. But they seem to be taking very good care of this road. The 10 cities seem to be doing a good job pitching in and making sure that this place runs with very smoothly. So we greatly appreciate this. And but safe travels for you and your folk as you make your way up in the mirror bar.
And you, good fellow. But it's getting late, and I must turn in, get some sleep before my watch, and I'll head back to camp, get some rest.
All right.
While that's happening, does it look like to be anyone kind of on their own?
No, it just looks like there's a bunch of groups.
Bunch of groups. That's all right.
Yeah, they're all at the very least, there's at least 2 or 3 people together in each one of these wagons that's carrying stuff. There doesn't seem to be any kind of solo people.
Okay, that's fine. Then. Not tonight.
Okay. Anything else? I know we have something coming up on the. Just need that roll.
Lucky's still telling his life story to the horned one, trying to get a reaction other than staring.
You think the horned one could be listening intently. He could also just be ignoring you and staring into space. It's impossible to tell.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have a rapt audience. That's how I see it in my head.
Audience, I love it.
Okay. All right. If there's anything else, still waiting for that check here in.
Oh, I didn't see what you wanted me to check. I just sent it to you. I didn't hear what you wanted me to check.
Send you a reply.
I only got one for you. I can get anything from you, I should say. What would you like me to roll?
An intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Okay.
He has a problem with intelligence on a normal basis sometimes when he's tired.
Wow.
Fair.
This is why I don't bring my wife onto the stream. I don't want to get made fun of.
That's why I'm glad my girlfriend's in bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm harsh. I can't help it.
All right. I pushed the bus taking time. Oh, there it goes finally.
We goof each other all the time like this. We're harsh on each other. Well, more harsh on him.
17.
17. Okay, works. Your device works.
Okay, I'm just gonna use it as described to you.
All right. After about 30 minutes of you guys going to sleep, you hear the sharp cry of an eagle, like the ones that were diving earlier. What do you do?
I pee a little.
Assuming it's loud enough to wake us. Yeah. Wait. Get up. Eyes up. Short bow at the ready.
Arm.
Yeah.
The horned one
Yeah,
simply
you
stands
all
and
wake
looks
up.
in that direction.
Arm and perceive.
When you look up, you don't see anything per se, and then you hear the cry once again, and the cry isn't coming from above, but down.
Can we look for what's producing the cry?
Okay.
At which point, Carrion, pretending to be asleep, can't help but start laughing, and he then gets up and goes, picks up the little thing he threw it was making and look.
Oh, that's not funny.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Why would you? We're already on edge. Why do you want to mess with us like this? I thought we were traveling companions.
Yeah,
Well, the horn would watch me do it. He was right there.
I'm pretty sure we both know that the horned one doesn't interject in other people's business, but that is not beyond me.
I apologize. My little joke was taken poorly.
You're lucky I have nothing else to throw at you. Actually, I do.
Mental note: when playing pranks on your wife in D&D, do not sit within throwing distance.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. After this little surprise by Kieran and his interesting magical devices, you're able to get to sleep for another long rest, and you've completed your second
I'm gonna
day's.
go clean myself up a little
All right.
and then go back to sleep.
Fair enough. So you're up for your third day's travel along the road. So okay. You get going on the road, and it doesn't look like there's any issues. This is a very boring day. No eagles flying in the sky. No goblins trying to ambush you. No, it's just a open. It's like you're driving through the middle of a cornfield, basically, in the middle of like a Kansas or Nebraska, just empty space on this road. And it's pretty boring. You make your way over the Black Raven River, and you're basically you're more than halfway at this point as you make your way towards Mirabar. But it is a tediously boring ride at this point. It's just rolling hills of grass, and it's enough to make somebody go crazy if they stare too long at it. But other than that, nothing at all exciting happens to you today. So you make it to the end of your third day's travel, and again, another stopping point for you guys.
I promise I won't do anything tonight.
If you do, Kirian, you're gonna die.
No, I promise I won't.
I will stick pixie sticks up your nose.
That sounds uncomfortable.
If you
There
haven't done it
does
before, you
appear
have
to
no
be-
idea.
There does appear to be again more caravans stopped here as well. There is one where there's a single. It appears to be a single rider, who is just kind of getting ready to. He's got his pot of food. It looks like he's cooking a stew of some sort.
I'm gonna go over and talk to him.
Okay.
Just try and be nice.
How are you doing, miss? And it's a very, very old dwarf at this point. Very kind of you to come over to my area. What is it I can do for you?
I just wanted to come over and say hi and see how you're doing. You're over here all alone.
Yes, it seems that I am. It looks like I'm the only one on this trip. For my
Why are you all alone?
Oh, it's not an issue really. Just the kids had something else they had to do, and I needed to get stuff moved, so I'm moving it.
Oh, that's sad.
That's not sad. I enjoy this trip. It's calm. It's a very relaxing journey.
Oh,
Hey, Asphodel, you want to invite your friend over to the big camp instead of him being by himself?
yeah, would you like to come over with us?
I suppose I could just come over to you.
I don't want you to be alone. At least you'd be safe.
I appreciate it, but I'll join you over there. I could come over to you for a moment.
Sleep over here with us.
Sure, thank you. That's very kind of you. Usually best to sleep with.
Lucky's trying to sneak over and see what's in the pot.
In the pot.
Yep.
He brings it with him. It's a big old cauldron. He kind of puts it. He moves it from his fire onto your fire. Oh, it's an old recipe that I put together a long time ago. It's pecan chili. You see, you don't really have much meat on these journeys, but you have plenty of time on your hands. So what I usually do is while I'm driving my wagons, I'll crack pecans all day and put them in a pot. And I'll put some beans in there, and then I'll put some gravy and some cumin and some other spices to go with it. And as it sits in the pot all day, it starts to loosen those pecans, so they're a little more of a softer feeling on your teeth. And well, it's heated up right nice right here. If you'd like to try some, by all means, have a taste.
My friend, have you tried honeyed pecans by chance?
Oh, those are good to have.
I
When
happen to
you're
have some
not
honey on
traveling.
me. If you'd
Oh,
like some.
I can't have the honey pecans, and those are more for a child than for an old fella like myself. But I
But
appreciate the
once in a while.
I'm sorry, what?
I feel it's good to treat yourself, once in a blue moon.
I agree. Once I get to my destination in Luskin, I will definitely be treating myself to a nice, cold, refreshing beverage and maybe a nice warm meal.
I will try some of his pecan nonsense.
Kind of nonsense, okay.
Nonsense.
It's serviceable. The pecans do kind of get soft over the time, and so it's not like it's chewy in the sense like you would have some sort of a beef or a chicken inside of it, but it's actually just nuts. But it's not great. It's a little spicy, but it's not awful.
I am going
Try
to
it. I don't
try.
usually.
I'm going to try and put something in his coin purse when he's not looking.
Okay, to a sleight of hand check.
I'm going to try and give him 2 silver pieces. I have to find sleight of hand.
Okay. Hmm.
I rolled an 11. That was fantastic. I was absolutely successful.
I'm pretty sure Lucky is caught going to someone's coin purse.
Especially an old guy.
This can only end well.
I was putting something in there. It'll be fine.
He doesn't know that.
Well, he can count.
See if he perceives it.
I mean, pretty much everybody's passive probably perceived it.
His passive does not perceive it, so you succeed.
In that case, Kieran will just chuckle as he thinks Lucky just stole from the old man.
Exactly. Nobody knows I put money in there. They just saw me put my hand in.
Well, I appreciate the company for this evening, folks. But I'm old and I need my rest, so I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Have a
He
nice
kind of
night.
puts down his bag and just kind of it's an old but serviceable looking bag, and he's able to easily fall asleep.
Is he sleeping out in the open?
By the fire.
I assume we're going to be keeping watch tonight.
One hopes.
During my turn of watch, can I use my awakened mind feature while he's asleep to just project thoughts of Cthulhu directly into his brain?
Sure. Sure. Why not?
Oh, that poor guy's gonna wake up mad.
When we get a quiet moment, Savik's going to approach Lucky. Say, Lucky, good friend.
Yes.
Couldn't help but notice you tampering with the old man's coin purse.
What? I didn't do anything.
You didn't happen to take anything, did you?
No, I gave him something.
I mean, how likely am I going to be to believe him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Give her an insight check.
Oh, sure you did. You gave him something.
Yeah.
Give an
I mean,
insight.
Lucky hasn't been like a particularly like dishonorable person or anything. But when I see somebody messing with like a traveler's coin purse, like I'm gonna be like, what's he doing?
He did try and
Oh.
steal something, food off of Horned One's plate in town.
Give me insight. Let's see what we can work with. Yeah, seems on the level.
So, I see. Well,
Don't tell anybody. He gave
I
us food.
suppose-
I wanted to pay for it.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Good man. Good man. It's a very honorable thing.
But you weren't supposed to see.
Well, unfortunately, my eyes sometimes see more than other people would like me to.
Okay.
It helps with the profession, though.
I just try and see things so they don't hurt me, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Well, we do what we can.
The orcs liked it when I found things before they hurt me, and them.
All right.
Well,
Anybody else?
hopefully we won't have to use you as a guinea. You won't have to be a guinea pig for our troop. We can all work together to make sure that none of us get hurt, without the onus being on but one. Anyway, I'll leave you to your nightly rituals and.
Yes, I have to go tell the horned one about my encounter with the bear.
Oh yes, spare no detail. From the sounds of it, he's absolutely riveted.
The horned one is gonna start a new nightly ritual, and this is going to persist as long as we are traveling. Since everybody loves the berries that provide health and sustenance, but when we begin a long rest, we're just gonna burn our spell slots to create good berries. So everybody is fed and nourished, and we don't have to worry about any of that.
All right.
And
Sounds
then
good.
and then they last for 24 hours, so then you have some into the next day. So I currently have 30 good berries minus 5 because they ate them. So 25
I
good
saved
berries.
mine.
I thought your new nightly ritual was going to be to like just bury your head in the ground.
I was waiting to be found tied
Turns
up.
into some small burrowing creature and no, I am helping the party ignore a core game mechanic for the sake of simplicity. Food. That's
Sounds good.
Become like a camel or an ostrich, bury head in ground. Boom. Of course, I'll be snorting my pixie sticks with my berries.
So we doing our
Ruined.
usual watches.
ruined.
Yep.
I would expect so.
I should go ahead and roll for it if you want.
I can't hear you guys an echo.
Yeah, that's what Trippy's for.
Punk.
Ooh.
Oh,
Um,
ew.
Yeah, no. You think for the entirety of your watch there, a horned one, you feel like there's something just right on the other side of your shoulder, but every time you turn around, you don't see anything.
Then I will go get Riley. He's proven to be a pretty cunning individual. So
Riley,
so I would just walk to their. Are you in a tent, sleeping bag?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Sleeping
Well,
bag.
so I would just kind of intrude into your space, and then he lifts one of his giant club foots and gives you a swift kick. Not hard enough to hurt, but it definitely jolts you awake.
Huh? What's going on?
The horned one is stooped over you, his face
Oh,
dangerously close to yours, and he simply murmurs, "Danger."
I will shoot up, but make sure I don't hit the horn one on my jolt up.
Hmm.
And start acting all really nervous.
Okay.
And probably then intend to wake up. Asphodel, because they are the first person I see.
We're going to use your perception roll that you've already rolled for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
And, okay, so Riley, you come out, and again, you like the horned one. You feel like something is watching. You're certain of it, nearly certain of it. But you look around, and there is nothing around you at all. Just you don't feel. It's a wide open field. You're in this hidden area. You got this little niche off the side of the road. All the other caravans in the area, even the old man sleeping on the ground, not stirring a bit. You know, you can hear snoring coming off from various locations, but you know, it's nothing really. You don't really hear or
Horn
hear
one,
or see anything.
why do you think there's danger? I don't see anything.
I just point
Asphodel,
in the direction of where I heard the noise. Just
Nothing there.
So your perception score your roll was high enough to realize there's nothing out here. The horned one's pointing in some direction. You look over there, you don't see anything. Nothing there.
Y'all are cracking up.
This is lonely nights. We need more. I'm just gonna pour myself some wine.
Okay.
Go back to bed, boys.
The horned one approaches you quickly, angrily, and knocks the mug out of your hand.
Did you want some wine as well?
No wine. Danger.
I'll stay up with you for a bit, but I don't see anything.
And I point again into the darkness.
There's nothing there, horned one.
Can I do something?
Do you still try and get your full night's rest, Riley?
I've had a short rest. If I get extremely tired, I'll go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably won't be able to get a full long rest.
Okay.
But
Give
if I
me.
feel myself getting exhausted, I would insist on
Okay.
going back.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a con save if you're going to stay up.
6.
6. Okay. You try your best to stay up with the horned one, but you kind of like sit down next to the fire and the warm fire, and you had a little bit of alcohol, the warm fire, and you're just out. You just kind of keel over and fall asleep.
The horned one will leave his hands, causing grass and mud to kind of curl over your legs up to your chest in a makeshift blanket of dirt and moss.
If Riley was currently conscious, he would thank you. But he's not currently conscious, so he's going to wake up and be really confused.
You say that until you're feeling
In the morning.
buggy wuggies crawling in your clothes.
Okay, so you're able to sleep through the night and get another long rest, and now it's the 4th day of travel as you're making your way towards Mirabar. You can tell you're getting closer, but you're still maybe a couple days out. And when you guys get up the next day, the old man has already packed up his stuff and he's starting to head down the road. Well, it was very kind of you folks to have me with your camp, but I'll see you when I see you. I'm heading off to Luskin. You see the crack of the whips and the cart starts teetering back down the road.
Bye.
Have safe travels, friend.
For sure.
And just before it leaves the range of the awakened mind, just and glory to the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, add a character. You of course know that Cthulhu usually makes people insane, right?
No idea what you're talking about.
I think we just doomed this old man to insanity.
Not necessarily. Okay, so actually, let me roll something real fast. Done with it. You won't worry about it. Okay, so you guys get going on this travel, and this day is as boring, if not worse, than the day before. Because at least the day before, you had a river that you had to cross over, but today is just stagnantly boring.
I'll start blowing blue snot bubbles.
I will have a conversation with the old one or the horned one. Mostly me just talking to him and him just staring into nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The
Horned
Horned
one
one
is a great listener.
With these conversations, or is it
Not
just
never once. Never once. It
Never
just sits and stares.
See, Fury has an advantage though, as he's used to talking to Chirpy, who also doesn't answer him. So
I just keep blowing snot bubbles of different colors after I snort my pixie sticks.
That's disturbing.
I know,
Just a
but
little.
it's fun. See the
Yeah.
rainbow.
All right. So yeah, another day's worth of travels under your belt, and another one of those stopping points.
All the
that are built
previous
into
good
this
berries
road.
are spoiled, and we make 25 more, and everybody eats.
Mhm.
I would offer some people some mayonnaise for their good berries.
No, I'm good, but thank you.
I'm good without some mayonnaise, but I'll eat my good berries.
You're missing out. It's delicious. One, would you like some mayonnaise?
Yeah, it's still a pass on the mayo, thanks.
You are delivered the
Mayonnaise is-
coldest of blank stares.
Mhm.
Hey, right. I think that means yes.
That's how I took it.
Maybe you should put some on his nose.
I am going to slowly walk away just in case this happens and it doesn't go over well.
That's smart.
You never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
Lucky, would you like some mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise is great. I'll take some,
Yeah, help yourself.
but not with the berries. Berries are dessert.
Of course, goblins love it.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't know why these people are so against the mayonnaise. It's delicious. There's
It is
2
an
gallons
egg
of
product. It is an
It
egg
is an
product.
egg
It's
product.
nutritious.
And we don't have refrigeration.
I'm just not sure how well it goes on a berry. That's all.
Well, no, the berries
Sweet
dessert.
and tart. No.
That's just weird.
Oh, we have 7.5 liters of it.
Yes.
That's a ton,
Lucky will have one handful.
an absolute ton of mayonnaise.
That's enough to give Lucky a bath in mayonnaise.
Why would
Yeah.
you do that? It's just weird.
What were you
Because
mumbling?
it's fun.
Well, we could also give Asphodel a bath in the mayonnaise if you want.
I will give you an enema of pixie sticks.
That sounds very threatening.
Okay, no mayonnaise bath for Asphodel. Okay, got it.
Didn't know a gallon was so much.
Okay. So yeah, after a night, you're able to take another long rest, and no issues befall you for that evening. So it's your 5th day of travel on this wonderful road.
On the road again.
This time you're getting much closer to Mirabar at this point, and so while it gets a little chillier and the weather turns down to about it's about mid-50s Fahrenheit. It's chilly. It's not cold enough to put on the heavy jacket, but it's definitely got a nip in the air as you get closer to the city.
And I don't even notice it because I have a thermal cube.
Mm-hmm. But those who have feelings of temperature would notice that there is a drop as you're getting closer to the city.
Wait, what does the city have to do with lower temperatures? Is this an ice
'Cause it's-
city?
Because it's further north.
Oh,
It's further north and
just the
closer
way he was saying it made me think that it was because of the city.
No, it's because it's closer to the spine of the world, so it's colder because it's closer to the mountains. But as you sort of end your day's travel, you enter the southeastern entry point to the city, and it's a very it's as large as Luskin is, with about the same amount of population, about 12,000 people living in the city. But there's various inns and whatnot. If you need to buy any supplies, you can do that here as well. But yeah,
We should probably get cold weather gear.
Can we afford cold weather gear?
Probably not.
Yeah, we're probably too broke for that.
Question.
I want to say it's somewhere that's not a barnacle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the alchemy jug produces basic poison.
Mm-hmm.
Could I buy a vial, fill said vial with the poison, and then sell that vial for money?
I suppose.
In that case, I would like to produce as many vials of poison with half an ounce as I can to try to get us some money so we can afford cold weather gear.
How much is cold weather gear?
10 gold per set.
But at the moment, I don't think we can afford it.
We do need that, right? We're getting into extreme cold environments.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
we
rule
kinda
out
need it.
extreme
We
cold.
left Brinchanda, which is even further north and going to be much colder than where we are now.
Well,
Mhm.
I will buy some for me. I have 10 gold.
Oh, I have this lovely item. It's a little magic item I found called the thermal cube.
That
Um,
helps you out, but what about the rest of us?
Well, that anyone within 15 feet of me also gets the nice warmth.
But we're not always going to be able to be very close to you, Kyrian. What
I
about when
didn't
we're
s-
fighting?
I didn't say not to buy it. I just said if you're within 15 feet of me, you won't need to wear it at the moment.
Okay. I'm still getting cold weather gear. Because I don't
I
like
just-
cold.
I just like
there-
the fur-lined boots and gloves and hat.
I bet the two of you could buy one, just split between each of you because you're each about half a height.
What are you trying to imply? 2 kobolds in a trench coat?
No, but
Us being a kobold?
it would be funny seeing you and Apple stand on each other's shoulders for it, though.
Okay, so to go back to the poison question, you have enough poison from the alchemy jug to make half a flask.
Half a flask.
Half flask.
Well, I'll still get some vials, and I guess over the next few days of travel, just keep filling them up as we go along, and then hopefully by the time we get to the next town, I'll have enough vials to make a tidy profit.
Sure. All right, sounds good.
And yeah, I'll buy cold weather gear.
Yeah.
And cold weather gear is 10 gold per. You're not going
Yeah.
into the spire, a spine of the mountain yet, so you're not a spine of the world yet, so you're not going to be ultra cold, but it will be in the 40s when you get to your final destination. But you
I
are
still
in
don't want cold boobs.
Mirabar. If you have 10 gold, you can buy the full cold weather gear if you'd like. Comes with a heavy fur cloak, and some hats and some goggles, and some fur-lined boots and gloves.
Lucky has done that.
And I can purchase 2 vials with the gold I have.
Okay. You sure you made poison with that?
Pardon? What do you mean?
I'm just confirming you made poison, not any of the
Today.
other things on the list. Yeah.
Today I'll be making poison, yeah.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
So at the end of the day, I'll be making poison.
Cool. Poison. Got it. All right. There's a variety of different inns for you to stay at. A more hoity-toity, like expensive one. It's a place called the Brass Prince. Sort of a middling one called the Chunky Squid Tavern. A second middling one called the Spiritual Lemon Inn, and kind of the bottom of the barrel place called the Ghost Night.
The ghost night sounds fun.
You said chunky squid?
I did.
Yes, he did.
Chunky Squid.
None of these sound terribly appealing, but I suppose we have to sleep at one.
I like the sound of the ghost night.
Does anyone else have an idea other than the halfling?
Or the chunky squid. That sounds fun too.
Oh God, no.
Turn and point at the horses.
Yeah, you can go find a stable. They'll board the nut horse for the night. It's 2 silver piece, or it's 1 silver piece per horse.
I'll take care of
Whichever's-
horsies.
Whichever's closest that has a stable,
Yeah.
I think is the one that we should use.
I agree
The
with
stable's
Seven.
a separate business from the inns. The inns don't have a stable. It's a
All
big
these
city.
places.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a stable by the exits to the various things. So the northwest is the direction you're going to be headed in the morning, and there's a stable by the exit in the northwest if you want to stable your horses
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because I think Hornman will still want to stay with the horsies, wouldn't you, buddy?
No response.
Okay, cool. And so the rest of you, where do you want to stay?
I would prefer not the ghost or the chunky thing.
Whichever's closest to where we're going to be leaving.
They're all kind of grouped in the center of town.
Cool.
One's a
One
little-
ghost place, two chunky place, 3 the other place.
He did a couple others too, but
All right.
I don't recall the names.
Sevek votes for ghost place.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna stay at the ghost place. All right, that's the cheapest option. It is just 1 silver piece per room, and that comes with nothing else. They have food for sale in the inn itself that's attached to this place, but it's you can get a plate. It's 5 copper per meal.
I'll sigh.
Do we
Not
have
my king. Good.
Well, we have the group fund. We can just pay for it out of that.
Yeah, I mean it's
Just
cheap.
just take 2 gold out of it to cover basically the cost of the stables and our stay at the inn, with a couple of with some extra food and drink thrown in.
Okay.
There we
Sure.
be. Perfect. Good idea, Sevek.
All right, you are all set for your night at the inn.
And we'll get an eighth of an vial of poison.
Okay, you've done the poison. Okay. All right. Anyone wanted to get done before you get going for your next leg of the journey?
I am just anxious to leave the ghost behind.
Who specifically needs cold weather gear that hasn't already purchased some?
I got mine.
Define need.
If no, will you suffer negative effects if you do not have cold weather gear in extremely cold temperatures?
Oh, I'd imagine that the horned one would. Yeah.
Yeah, I think our buddy
Okay.
would.
Everybody would, yeah.
We could play dress up with our friend, the horned one.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sorry, Mr.
Buddy,
Hornblower.
we're gonna have to get him some.
So I'd need to
Right.
pick some up for myself. However, for me to be able to afford some, I would need to take some money out of the party fund. About 2 golds worth, I'd say. Should be enough to cover.
I'm willing to pay
the
for
cost
the
of mine.
horned ones.
But then we would need another 10 gold pieces to pay for a set for the horned one.
I can pay for his.
Okay.
So minus 2 gold from the party funds, we are down to 15 silver.
19 silver I have.
We used
I
that
did
4
19.
silver originally for stables.
Well, I just took 2 gold to cover the cost of the stables and the.
No, but
and
the
the-
original 4 silver from our first session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That might. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think I was there that session, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, you weren't.
Okay.
You missed that one. So it would be
Cool.
19 silver, right, Just?
15 silver.
Okay. All right. The night rolls on without much of an issue.
Actually,
Um,
So they purchased cold weather gear for the horn one, right?
Yes.
I
Can you describe cold weather gear for me one more time?
it
Oh.
would be like a horsey coat.
Okay. It's a heavy fur cloak.
Bam.
It says
Right
Or-
there.
fine.
So
or
as you
coats.
bring it to the horned one, he looks at it with distaste and anger.
Or a cloak over layers of wool cloth.
Oh, that's
go
just
with
as
that.
bad.
Yeah.
That's just as bad.
Wool cloth.
Yeah. Where's wool
It
come
is
from?
a hood with fur lining on it, goggles, and a fur-lined leather boots and gloves. So all animal items.
He takes it out of your hand and throws it on the ground, staring angrily.
You might need that at some point, even if you don't like it.
No.
But
Okay, I won't.
we got it for you so you don't get hurt in the cold.
Mr. Horned One, would this offend you? And I'm going to take out the little thermal cube.
Just raises their finger and taps it.
And it's just a warm little cube. Doesn't all does radiate heat.
Hmm. Just keep poking
If
it.
you need to, I have some clothes too. So if you need to borrow this,
So he after you offer it, he reaches out and grabs it and takes it, and same as like when you've seen him take coins before. He doesn't carry a pack or a bag. He just kind of puts it in his chest and then vines entwine it and hold it. And now he's got kind of like a glowing core from the thermal cube.
Sure.
nice.
Interesting.
Warm.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's the next morning. Do you guys do anything before you leave?
Get suited up, ready to go.
Yeah, nothing particular, I don't think. At least not for
Or-
carrying.
I'm just getting wrapped all up, all warm and cozy.
Okay. You get your horses and you head off to the northwest. They tell you that Blessingdale is about 2 days' ride to the northwest. And so you're close. You're close to your destination where you can start delving into Kendrakar. But you got to get to Blessingdale, the city, first. This time you are going up towards the spine of the world, so it does start to get much colder as you go. The route is more of a sidetrack back and forth as it tries to go up into the hills of the mountain. As you get to the end of your first day's travel, it is around. Switch back, sure, that's the right word. As you get to the end of your first day's travel, the temperature is probably around low 40s. And as the night turns more to night, the temperature does start to drop down to the mid 30s. So it's good that you have cold weather gear on you. But you're able to. This road is very barren. It is a dirt road at its very best. But there's no. You saw one other caravan going the other direction in your entire day's travel. So
That night when we're going to sleep, I'm going to sleep 10 feet away from the horned one, because I'm just used to having that nice warmth at night.
okay.
I'm sitting cozy next to the horned one as well.
Okay.
Do
I'm
my-
obviously telling my life story still.
I think he inadvertently just became the group space heater.
Yeah. And food supply. Horned one is just providing all your basic needs.
Indeed.
Note to self: keep him alive.
He's becoming our diary, our sounding board, our food supply, our heating supply.
At some point, Horn One's going to become our therapist, but not respond.
Yeah. It's just got to be
Already
like
is for
people
Lucky.
talking into the camera like they're on a reality TV show. And then they'll be like, oh, thanks for listening, man. Really helps. It's like
Oh, like Mari Povich?
Like the rubber ducky decoding thing they were talking, or rubber ducky coding thing they were talking about in VIP chat the other day.
Yep.
Where you
Yeah.
explain things to the rubber ducky and they suddenly make more sense to you. Except our rubber ducky's tall and horned.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he's still the one. I don't know if he makes bath time lots of fun.
I don't know.
Need water?
Mm.
It would
Someone
make
is learning
water,
to brew
but
now.
then that's less spell slots. Anywho, what are we doing?
Oh, watches?
Watches, yeah.
I'll take
Same.
third watch.
Water is more.
Warren one
Yeah,
is
you get
always
second
watching.
I'll take second.
Oh, then I'll go fourth.
Get some sleep, old man.
I'm not an old man. What?
I'm just picking on you.
Your insults are confusing and non-factual.
Wow.
I feel 90, but I'm 36, so
Yeah. Well, he's addicted to candy. What would you expect?
So, anything bad happened to us? No, right?
Of course not. Why would anything bad happen?
I don't know.
Nothing bad's happening to you yet, no? But you guys are still, getting ready to go to sleep, right?
Well, I rolled for third watch already.
Oh, you did.
That was fantastic roll.
Fantastic
Nothing
roll.
here.
All right, let's see what happens.
Oh no.
Okay. So who's on the third watch?
Lucky.
Lucky
And the horned one.
and the
And
horn.
Chirpy.
And,
And the
thing.
chirpy. I
Okay.
need to roll for third watch too.
Yes. Okay. Horned one, you hear some noise coming from the woods as I take you down to or up to Wilderness Map 1A.
Oh no.
As you hear crunching noise in the woods.
I was obviously playing with Flit at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Chirpy was watching you.
Well, Flit is an insect, so
So, do you wake anybody? You hear a snapping in the woods behind you.
Yes, of course. I walk over to Riley,
Okay.
kick him swiftly. Not hard enough to hurt him, but enough to jolt him awake. My face is dangerously
Fair enough.
close to his, and I point
Roll-
off into the distance and I shout, "Danger!"
Roll initiatives.
Again? What now? Do I need to
as
make a
soon as
check?
he moves, I would wake up.
Roll initiatives.
Crap.
Oh.
Of course. Big
Ah.
uglies.
that's the second natural 20 on initiative for me today.
Nice.
I can't roll for beans today. Well, I can't roll for beans like ever during this campaign.
Well, at least Front lands on beans.
Bite me, babe.
So just a point of I don't know, just making a point. Kyrian was 10 feet away from a horned one because of the heater.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'll move closer.
And we'll move you closer. There you go.
Oh look, it's my turn.
Arcanist!
Do I know what these
Thank you
things
for the
are?
resub, man. Appreciate you very much. How
No,
are
you just know
today?
that you heard danger and he's pointing towards the woods. That's what you know.
In that case, I will draw my weapon and be prepared. If something comes within my melee range, I will attack it.
Okay,
If
holding an
If
action.
it's aggressive, let me put it that way.
Sure.
Oh, you're talking.
All right, it's the turn. Oh, man. Okay. So they're just going to move in. 1,
You're still within 10 feet, so.
3. 6, 7. Your reaction goes off.
Is it being aggressive?
Oh yeah,
Okay, in that case, then
No,
I
they're
will,
friendly.
I mean,
that does not hit.
obviously, that's why I pulled my punch.
All right, so just going around the order. Kieran, you're getting 1. Horned Runner, you're getting 2. Lucky, you're getting 1. Riley, you're getting 1. And Sevik, you're getting 2.
Is Sevik still asleep or is he awake?
I assume they woke everyone up.
Right. Okay. And am I?
Yeah.
So did I wake up and have chance to stand up?
Yes, you are all standing and ready for
Okay.
combat.
Awesome.
When somebody IDs the targets coming in, you all have a chance to stand up. If you're not, then you're all prone. But
Okay,
Horned
so
One, you're not. So you're all standing.
we had at least one minor action we could have done, right?
No.
Because all I have to do is step in my armor to have it put on, because I can't sleep in armor without being exhausted.
No.
No. Okay.
You're
So
not.
then my armor class is currently 10.
Okay. Yeah, you've just stood up in the positions you're in. The Horned One kicked somebody to wake them up, and that was start of combat.
Okay.
So, Kieran, 6 is a miss. The Horned One, 10 and 19. So I think a 19 hit you.
19 would hit.
Minus 10.
Wow.
Minus 10, so it takes 0 damage.
Yes.
Okay. So the Horned One takes 0 damage. Got it. 1 attack coming in at Lucky. A 10 is going to miss. Riley, 10 and a 19.
I thought it was only one attack going at me.
I'm sorry?
I thought you said
It's
only
one-
one attack was going at me.
Oh, 1 attack to Riley. Okay, then that's 2 attacks to Sevik. So Sevik, your first one is a 19. And your second one is a 13.
Okay. First one will hit. Second one will miss.
All right. And that's it for these guys. They're coming at you hard. Riley.
Riley will provoke from 1 as he takes a step back.
Okay. He'll take a swing.
I will cast Shield so I don't get hit. From my 3 once a day. And then the 3 there that are in the cluster, I'm going to try to explode them with a shatter.
Okay. So con saves. Got it. On which 3? The 3 in front of you?
The 3 in front of me, yeah. DC 14 for 18 thunder.
Okay. Check.
And again, very loud.
Okay, 2 fail, 1 passes. Shatter is save or suck, right?
No, save for half.
Okay.
It's a level 2 spell.
2 of them go down. And this one in the middle here takes half.
That will be my turn.
All right, good. And that's it for that. All right, Savik.
Okay. So Sevik will have his short sword out. He'll go ahead and slash at the one that's adjacent to him using a booming blade.
All right.
As a rapturous, thunderous energy surrounds his weapon. Where is it? Spells. There we go. Oh, right. Ignore that. I need to make the short sword attack first. That's probably not going to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. And then Sevik is going to. Actually, Sevik's going to stay where he is. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll just end his turn.
Sounds good. Kieran.
Okay, I am going to step into my armor and have a clinky Iron Man style all over him. So my armor class is restored. And I'm going to tell Trippy to get him. And Trippy's going to attempt to zap the guy next to me.
Okay.
This is taking just a bit. Okay, 1 second. It's not quite going as slow as it was earlier, thankfully. And zap.
Zap.
Oh, that is one nice zap.
Okay. What is it? It says
It
come
is
up.
a natural 20.
Natural 20. There you go. It does hit.
So I'm just going to manually roll the dice here. It's 2d4 plus 2.
7 damage. Awesome.
And at which point I am going to wave at the guy and count my luck and run over here by Asphodel.
So you're gonna provoke him?
Yeah, I can't disengage. I have to use my action to get in the armor. Hoping he rolls low.
Oh,
He did not roll low.
wow.
That
Rolled
is
really
one
well.
serious hit.
Yeah. So 15 damage slashing from that as he reacts to your running away and punishes you for it.
Yeah. Trip is going to stand in front of me, attempting to protect me if he comes after me. Although he's just a tiny thing, so it's probably not going to work. And that's it.
All right. The horned one.
Well, we are man, you just got messed up. The horned one is going to a bonus action to wild shape,
Mhm.
and we're going to take the shape. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. We're
I
gonna
know
take
you
the
are.
shape of a bear. And
Bear.
be
You
real
can
big.
do it.
And
Okay.
that is, hold on, 34. 34. Go. All right, and we will attack the one to our left.
Got it.
Rawr, rawr, rawr. I'm scary.
You are scary.
Fight.
But don't tell you to your
Plus,
face.
no, I'm not. I missed.
Anything else?
Yeah, stand up on my back legs and wave my arms around. Rawr, I'm big and ferocious. Look
Scary.
at me.
You
Rawr.
bite at it, you swing at it, and it's just like he's got this unnaturally bendy, waist, or he's just ducking and diving without.
All right.
Yeah,
He must play dodgeball a lot.
He does.
While the horn one's standing there like a red panda.
Asphodel. What would you like to do?
Okay, I can see Kiri next to me looking really ragged. So I'm going to do a level 2 cure wounds on him.
Okay.
I'm going to just jab in some pixie sticks. Here, have some of this.
Alright.
Yeah, it's going to sting a little. It'll be good.
All right.
And I'll just stick some of the pixie sticks in and just say a little prayer over top and you lazy bum.
Cool. Anything else you can do?
Nope.
All right. You heal back up to full health. Good job.
Thank you.
Lucky, it's back to you.
I'm gonna move to there and I'm gonna attack the guy north of me.
Attack the guy north of you.
18.
That's a hit.
I am using Fury of the Small. So 10.
He dies.
Now I'm going to move down to over here and attack the guy to my southwest because I'm using whatever the heck it's called, the action surge
Action surge. Got it.
for
It's
12.
a miss.
Yeah, what waste.
That
That's
is a miss.
that is my turn.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, this big bear appeared, so they're gonna concentrate on it. So one guy is gonna attack Lucky, then these two are gonna attack the bear, and then Sevic's still the primary over there. So first attack coming at Lucky, 20 to hit.
Hit.
So 4 damage if that hits.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Then 2 attacks coming at the horned one. I nearly called you Sir Anton Montague.
21 hits.
21 hits for there. So you only take 8 of that because of the intercept. And then the final attack coming at Sevik. 6 definitely misses you, so that's it for their turn. Riley?
It's me. Gonna try to do the same thing again. If I do a shatter there, would that? I'm assuming that misses the horned one and just hits those two.
No, it is his. It would hit him. It is in his square.
But it doesn't cover half.
Okay. Hits his token. It hits him.
I mean, you could probably move it just like a little bit over.
I mean, you could do that. That would not hit him.
Oh, we're not going by. It has to be on the big square. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it there so it doesn't hit him. Another shatter.
Okay, another shatter.
DC 14 for 15.
The one fails, one passes. So the top one does not survive from that shatter. His head kind of collapses in on itself. The ears popping out with gouts of blood. And the other one is in real bad shape, but he survives.
That is my turn.
All right. Sevik.
All right. So Savik's gonna try again. Just try and stab him with the short sword, as the blade is wrapped in thunderous energy.
All right.
Short sword, go.
It's a
16.
hit.
All right. Ignore the sneak attack since I don't have it here. So just 5, and he is surrounded in thunderous energy.
Booming
Savik
blade.
will then take a step down here.
All right,
He
he's
will
going to attack you.
provoke. Yep. Cool. I'll take 5.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Kieran. Are you muted? Kieran, you're up.
Kieran, I think you're muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. Okay. Attack.
Having some issues.
This one?
It's okay.
The one, the bloody one.
Bloodied one that hits, and it is gone.
Chirpy is next.
Okay.
At the remaining one.
There's 2 remaining.
The one by Sevik. The
One by
thunderous
Sevik.
one.
Got it.
On its way.
11 is a
11
miss.
is a miss. Yep.
Okay.
EOT, babe. EOT.
Okay. Got it. Horned one.
Harry Bear goes, rawr. Bonus action, I'm going to rage because I'm angry. Rawr.
You gonna recklessly attack?
I can't. I'm not level 2 barbarian.
Right. You are not level 2 barbarian. Correct.
Yeah. So bite him.
That's a hit.
And we'll clown.
The miss.
So 10 total.
That's 8.
10 because rage.
Yes. Oh, 10, yeah.
And then I'm finished.
You finished. That's Waddell.
Sorry, I was having a coughing fit. Stupid allergies. All right, so we have who's left?
The one north of the horned one and the one over by
I
you.
don't see the one north of Horned one, so I'm gonna go after the one Sevik was beating up.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go with a good old golden bolt.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. See if I can actually hit something up,
Sure.
once tonight.
That's it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does. Roll me some damage.
Woohoo! Oh, froze over.
That's enough to put this one to the ground.
Bonus action. I see my buddy Sevik there. I'm gonna give him a little love with a bonus action healing word.
You cannot do
You
that.
already,
You cast a
you already
leveled
cast the spell.
I cast a leveled spell. Never mind. Yeah, I had a Brian fart,
Okay.
so I can't do that. Let me check my feature quick. Is my feature preserve life usable? No, that's an action.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Lucky, you're up.
I'm going to move around. Oh, I can see him, and I'm going to attack this one
Okay.
with fury.
Good.
Whoops, I only meant to attack once, so 8.
8 is a miss.
That is my turn.
All right. The orc, it's the only one left. It's going to take a swing at the bear because it seems like the bigger threat. A 20 hits for minus 15.
Ouch.
Minus 3, you mean?
Minus 3 because
Wow.
you and your stupid ability.
I love it.
And leaves it to Riley. Riley, what are you going to do?
Riley's going to try and see the enemy, but he can't because there's a tree in the way.
Mm-hmm. You can move.
Um,
You see it now?
nope. But I know it's somewhere around here. I assume my character can actually see it. I just can't. I'm going to shoot it with a firebolt.
Firebolts, got it.
Boop, boop. 15 for 10.
15's a hit, and it is gone. That's the end of combat.
Pockets, of course.
Is everyone okay?
I'm practicing my pickpocketing.
You find a grand total of 25 gold pieces between all of the 7 orcs.
Well, heck, that's considerable compared to what we had.
Mhm.
Right.
All right.
25, you say?
25.
25 GP found.
I am going to do something that the others may find odd. I am going to arrange the orc bodies in a way that's respectful for the orc traditions of the tribe that I came from.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you're able to complete your long rest, and you have a day's travel ahead of you.
Question.
I'm going
Yes.
to heal Civic.
So combat's over. We beat the orcs.
Yes.
Do we level up?
No. You don't need to heal him. You completed a long rest, so you should be at full health
Oh,
for the
okay.
morning.
Long rest. Okay, that works.
So you are on your last. Do you do anything else with the orcs? You just leave them there dead? Okay.
I believe Lucky was arranging them in a respectful manner.
Sure.
If Lucky wants help with that, I'd be happy to help.
As would I.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. You guys continue on your travels up to Blasingdale. And it's just more of a going up and getting cold. It doesn't really get any colder, but it stays at a nice cold temperature. So when you finally do arrive in Blasingdale, it is chilly. It's probably about 30. It's just at about freezing when you arrive. So you have arrived into Blasingdale, which is the last city before you make your way into Kundrakar. There's several inns there that you can choose from.
Where is Blasingdale? I don't see it on the map.
It's not on the map.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
So there's only a couple inns in the city. The Quickest Hill is one of them, and the other one is the Hilarious Snowfall Tavern.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
They both look like they're about the same amount of
Yes, cheap is good.
cost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just go to the one nearest to the stables, so we can be close to the horn one.
Yeah, there's stable near each one of these. It's 1 silver piece per night for your horses.
We have 5
Okay.
horses, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I shorted. Well, me
You have 5
and
horses
you-
because the horned one thought he could be a wild-shaped horse for longer than an hour, and he couldn't. So once his wild shape collapsed, he took over Lucky's horse. And so Lucky now rides in a papoose within the horned one as he drives the horse.
And
So you're gonna
Lucky's
stay.
okay with this.
So which of the two which of the taverns do you want to stay at? Either the Hilarious Snowfall Tavern or the Quickest Hill?
We should stay at the not Hilarious Snowfall, because it could be a Hilarious Snowfall during that tavern, so the other one.
Okay, so the quickest hill,
That one.
3
Okay.
silver piece per night. If you want to save more than if you want to do a full 10 days worth of it of paying ahead of time, you can do that. A full 10-day is going to cost you. So it would usually cost you, if you want to pay ahead of time, 2.5 gold piece each.
Why would we want a 10-day?
I don't know.
I mean, are we coming back through here?
Is the innkeeper trying to upsell us? I am offended.
Yeah, really. Are they trying to take advantage of the little people?
You're saving some money, pal. I mean, if you do
But,
By buying
three silver
the
piece over 10 day, that's 30. That's 3 gold piece. Now I'm willing to charge one gold piece and 5 silver piece for a full 10 day. Now, just some people come here and do some relaxation, stay here for a month. But if you want to just do a single day, I'm not going to stop you.
But
So
we're
that
only in town for a day.
You
my
seem
friend.
like adventuring type people. I mean, maybe you want to talk to the mayor. He's got some deals, some work that needs to be done in this area too. Maybe you can help him out as well. That might help you out in a good deal. But you're going to stay here for the night. It's going to be 3 silver piece per person that's going to be staying.
Thank you very much for the information, friend.
Yeah.
I think we'll.
And I do
What is-
appreciate you offering us that deal. Because we do plan to only be in town for a day.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fair. I mean, if you only want to come up for a single days of relaxation, I guess that's your prerogative. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but you can do what you want to do, and it's completely on you.
Yeah, I think we'll just do for the night, right, boys?
So that's 5 silver, and how many silver for the night? Is that 3 silver per room or for all of us?
3 silver per room.
How many-
However many rooms you want to get.
How many people fit in a room?
5.
So 3 silver for all of us.
All right, so minus 8 silver.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm doing this in pen, so decide quickly.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
While
Works for
we're
me.
in town, I would like to see the mayor.
Okay, well,
'Cause
we're
then-
gonna do that next week, folks, or not next week,
Oh,
the week after
no.
that. Wait, no, next week. We're gonna do it
Next
next
week.
week. Yes, we aren't doing any. We have a game next week.
Yes, we do, Karen.
We have a game next week. I'm thinking of a different game.
Lucky may be ill next week.
Lucky may not be around next week, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start. They've arrived at the city that leads to the Stone Tooth, where their quest for the Forge of Fury can begin. But thank you very much for joining us this evening, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to get involved in the community, go to the Discord link that's going to pop up in the chat, and you can chat with us there and talk to other people who have like-minded TTRPG and all that fun stuff. But thank you again for showing up, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.
All right.